So in the previous video, that it was Haar scaling functions and function spaces, we have seen that the Haar scaling function is denoted by phi of t, where it holds amplitude level equal to 1 for t ranging between 0 to 1. T is the time parameter, and elsewhere the amplitude level is equal to 0. So see, for the Haar scaling function, we have constant amplitude level equal to 1 for the time duration 0 to 1 here. Elsewhere there it is no amplitude level, there it is considered to be 0 here. Now let us focus on to the first term of the title, that it is translation here. Now see, whenever we are having a shifting of the scaling function as we have shown on earlier slide, and the shifting is made onto the time parameter, the time axis here, we get the translated versions of the Haar scaling function. So originally the Haar scaling function as denoted by phi of t, when we shift it by 1 unit onto the right hand side, so it will be having a constant amplitude for the time duration 1 to 2, so we can denote it as phi of t minus 1. When we shift the original Haar scaling function by 2 units onto the right hand side, so as in this illustration you see the constant amplitude level equal to 1 for the time duration 2 to 3, it can be denoted as phi of t minus 2. Or if we have shifting of the original Haar scaling function into the negative side, let us say by 2 units, so it will be the constant amplitude level 1 for minus 2 to minus 3, so that time we can denote that particular function as phi of t plus 2. So in general we have the representation of phi of t minus k to be the translated version of the Haar scaling function. See, for the scaling function we have the notation by the Greek letter phi as a function of t originally here. So this is what the translated version. Now what about the scaling function? The scaling of scaling function. See, generally there are two types of the scalings we can make. The scaling to the amplitude level and scaling to the time parameter here. See, for scaling operation onto the Haar scaling function, in this video we are concerned to the amplitude scaling here. So just have a look on to the 3 points here. See, the translates of the Haar scaling function phi of t are, for example, phi of t minus 1, phi of t minus 2, phi of t plus 1, as in general I have shown on the previous slide. So now the scaled version of phi of t, so here it is shown as phi of 10 times t, or phi of 4 times t, or phi of 2 times t. So to the time parameter, when we have a scalar in multiplication, we can say these are the scaled versions of the original Haar scaling function. So now when we have the scaling on the time parameter as well as the translation of course onto the time parameter together, we get the scaled and translated versions of the Haar scaling function phi of t. The example here I have shown phi of 10t minus k in general, or we can also make it to be phi of 2t minus 5, phi of 4t minus 1, or phi of 5t plus 3. So this way we can have the amplitude level of constant as per our requirement to any scale for any time span here. So this was the topic, translation and scaling in concern to the Haar scaling function that we have seen in the previous video.